10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Sun is shining, weather is great. Big up everyone who's been waiting in the chat. It's a hot day outside, so the fact that you're here with us, we appreciate it. It's a summer panel show. It's the first one. I told you guys we'll be back. Obviously, we've got the Prem panel during the season, but this is the summer panel show. We've got the two regular boys, as always, KG and Lee. What's going on, boys?
Life's good, man. Life's good. Woo. It's good, man. It's
good. All good, man.
Look at that smile that KG's got. Look at that smile. That is totally different from 2 games before the end of the season. Gee. And we got a couple of other boys who'll be joining us as well. We'll be jumping in a little bit later on. And we've got a special guest in the building. We've got the Parisian Londoner with us. Big PSG fan. How you doing, bro?
No, not too bad. Thanks for the invite. I'm here to bring a little bit of European perspective, with the Farmers League perspective, so you can remember that we exist too.
No, pleasure having you, man. Big up. So we'll probably just chop up transfers today, people. There's not really much else, obviously, to talk about anyway, but I know Lee has been chomping at the bit to go. So why don't we just start with Arsenal, Lee? Why don't we do that? Why don't we listen Arsenal first?
Go on. Introduce me, man. Come on, introduce my team. Come on.
They need no introduction, right? Listen, title challenges and all that. What are we talking? What are we saying, bro?
It's a nice feeling, isn't it? Like, all jokes aside, it's a nice feeling. A lot of the time, like we're sort of like waiting to the end of the season to make 4 or 5 signings, and at this moment in time, we seem to be going in quite aggressive. Sorry, pause. But we're going in full throttle, man. We're waiting to sell anyone. We're trying to do all the business first, and then obviously get to get rid of the players that we don't want, which is a change. Like it's a real change from what we're used to. What does that mean?
No, you're good.
It's gone now. It's gone.
Yeah, there was an echo,
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Like, a lot of people are talking about like Arteta this, Arteta that. It don't really matter right now, man. Like, listen, who knows? Who knows, man? Don't worry about that.
How about that Pope signing, Lee? How about that Pope? Good goalkeeper for you, man. Yeah.
I tell you what, man. You've got a lot of work to do to kind of beat up my keeper, but we're not gonna digress on that. We're gonna talk on transfers because we're good. But I'm happy. Like, what I'm more happy about is whether or not these these players are of the quality that are of Man City and Liverpool. What Arsenal are doing right now is we're sort of like really raising the level of the quality in our team. We're not having to possibly rely on people like Elneny. We're not going to have to sort of exhaust people like ESR and Saka and obviously Martinelli. So hopefully, with these sort of players that we're linked to, I'm really sort of certain on this Hayes thing. The news sort of breaking right now. I was just looking at my phone. It's all but done. It's all but done, and it'll be kind of announced in the next couple of days. So look, like, is he?
You cut out a little bit there, bro. Was it Jesus? You said sorry.
Yeah, Jesus looks to be all done. But is he going to get us the goals to kind of put us into a title challenge? No, I don't believe he will. But again, I think he's going to really fit the system that Arteta is going to be putting in place. And look, that's all I can ask for, man. Like, having Lacazette up front is like genuinely playing with 10 men. So we're already improving.
All right, just quickly, bro, on the Jesus thing, because already. I'm not even being shady. I think Jesus is a brilliant signing for Arsenal. I rate him. He's a quality player. But what a lot of people are throwing at Arsenal with this one is, even at Man City, his highest goal return was, I think, 13 or 14 goals. And that's in a team that create 100 chances a game. So all jokes aside, as brilliant of a player as he is, in terms of actual goal getting, is he really going to be able to be that 20-goal a season striker which you need to replace Aubameyang? Because let's be real, before the poor dip in form, Aubameyang was a 20-goal a season striker. So, and Jesus is replacing him, right? I'm guessing that's the plan. So, how do you feel about that?
Do you know what? It's a weird one because I really don't think he's going to be able to get us 20 goals in the league. Because he's never done it. Like, he's been here, I think 4 years. I think he's been here now, and he's
something like that. Yeah,
he's never done that. But firstly, has he had the run in the team to produce that? There's always been Aguero. Sorry, go ahead, Cal.
No. So I put my hand up just when you finish. Sorry.
Oh yeah. No, I was just going to say he hasn't actually been able to have that run in the team. What I will also say, and there's been a lot of talk about this, I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to make the front three just fluid. So goals come from literally everywhere, and including sort of the signing of Fabio Vieira, assist and goals. Like, so we're just trying to get goals from everywhere. And there's been a lot of talk about Arteta's famous quote that he's saying, to win the league, you need 100 goals plus. So I think that's what we're trying to do. Like, we're trying to get real shooters, real gunmen in the team to obviously get us as many goals as possible, because we scored, I think, 52 goals last season. Or was it?
Hey, so you need to double your goal scoring. That's a hell of a...
Exactly that, man. It's crazy. So you can see how much work we've got to do, and hence why we're spending what seemingly looking to spend obviously quite a lot of money. And obviously, the guy next to me, I told you, I've been waiting for that foul, man. I've been waiting for that foul on my boy, Raf, man. What are you saying? I've got cousins in Leeds in Cheapside. Is it Cheapside? I don't even know where he's from. Listen, I'm driving up there for that, man. I'm driving up there. I need that guy, man. Bring him to me.
Right. So, do you want to talk about Rafinha quickly then? Yeah?
Listen, give me the juice, man. Give me all the juice, man. Give it to me, bro.
Listen, you guys know, as I said back in January, after the window closed, Rafinha was going to go, right? Now, I always thought it would be to a European club, and I still do feel that way, by the way. But for me now, even if he goes to an English club, and I said this on my own channel, I don't care where he goes now. I just want the money now so we can reinvest into the team and strengthen up a few areas. But with that being said, the Arsenal bid for me, I don't know how everyone else looks at it so far, but if Arsenal don't come back in for another bid, for me, it was just pure PR, much like the Vlahovic thing.
Yeah.
They've missed out on top four. They know their fan base is a very loud lot, very visible. And so they've put in a bid.
To say the least.
Let me finish. No. It's they've put in a bid just to say, oh, well, at least we tried.
Yeah.
One of those. But if they do come back in, fair play. But what these English clubs have got to understand, Arsenal, Chelsea, or Spurs, is that you will have to pay more than, say, Barcelona would have had to pay. That's just the way it is in British to British team tax. That's just how it goes. So when you're hearing 60 to 65, Leeds are on that.
It happens to PSG as well. There's the PSG tax as well.
£1. It was £1, Stephen, man. It was £1.
Yeah, it was
99p more. Well done.
Listen,
and also with the Rafinha thing as well, Arsenal as well with that bid as well. Let's just say it was true. Arsenal are low down on his priority list, and this is no shade at Lee. He wants Champions League football. That's just a fact. He's waiting for Barca to come in, and he would prefer Chelsea or Spurs. That's true. So with Arsenal, if they want to get him and show that they really want this guy, come in all guns blazing, man. Get in a proper offer, not one that's going to be rejected, that you know is going to be rejected straight away. Yes, you always start at the lowest point possible, but make it respectable. Some of the figures I've heard today were outrageous.
I heard it was 45 million plus 5 million add-ons, and obviously that's still not good enough. No matter what, we know what it is. Now, look, at the end of the day, you always got to see. That's how business works. Like, you try and see, you test the waters, and then you go back in with a proper offer. And at the end of the day, we did it with Jesus. We're now doing it with Rafinha. Obviously, we're kind of putting this Tillemans thing on the back burner for now, it seems. And then we're obviously going to...
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So right now, it looks like we're putting him on the
is it true that you lost the bid on Vitinha from Porto, the one that we signed?
Yeah, no.
You placed the bid, but you lost it.
No, Man United was going in for him, not us. Man United.
And just on that Rafinha to Arsenal thing, Arsenal have got to be the most aggressive out of all the teams, because now they've put in a bid. They've alerted everybody else. Tottenham are now sniffing around saying, "Yo, let's get our bid together." Barca, I mean, Deco is really trying the Barca thing. By the way, he's doing everything he can to get Barca to get the money up. Barca, who knows with those guys? One day they've got finance, next day they're broke again. Who knows with those guys? But Rafinha does want this sorted straight away. And to be honest, me as a Leeds fan, so do I. I just want to get the money in so we can get our players in before pre-season. That's it for me.
Do you know what? I just want to address sorry, go, Cal, you go quickly.
Just a quick one. So on the Rafinha thing, I found it very weird. And like, as soon as you guys got linked with him, everyone started asking, "Oh, what's going to happen with Saka? What's going to happen with Saka?" It's one of two things: either you're building a squad or you're not. Now, the rumors are Man City wants Saka. If I'm not mistaken, he's down to his last 2 years on his contract, right?
Last 2 years, yeah.
As a Liverpool fan, I'm going to tell you straight: you don't want a player going into their last year of their contract of that status. Now, I'm going to come back to the Saka thing because I think you know what my question is going to be on that. Is he going? Second, though. Fabio Vieira. Who else have you signed so far, or is it just him so far?
No, just and Marquinhos as a winger.
Oh, Marquinhos. PSG.
Yeah,
not the original one, the other one.
He's got to make his name right now. He's got to make his name.
The one you stole from Wolves. You're gonna get Jesus, you say. Rafinha looks like he might be coming potentially. Tillemans. Who else have we been linked with?
And we'll be linked to Lisandro
Martinez.
Yeah.
If you get those players, what's the target? Because in my opinion, this will be, if I'm not mistaken, was it the third summer in a bounce where you're one of the highest spenders? This is Arteta's team now.
So second full summer of spending possibly the most, depending on what happens in the other leagues. Obviously, last season we spent 150 million, and obviously I think we're touted to spend around about 200 million, give or take. So yeah, it will be 2 seasons in a row.
Oh, so that will be 450 spent under Arteta.
No, it would be. Oh yes, no, 400. Sorry, 450.
450, bro.
450.
Give or take. Look, like semantics.
Give or take 50 million.
You know what it is though? Yeah, when you talk about the 50 million, it's like we always get figures here and there. Like I'm gonna get into the Nketiah thing in a second, but the wages that I've been talking about aren't true. But anyway, yeah, carry on.
Yeah, let's say it's over 400 mil.
Yeah.
Surely the target can't be top 4 anymore. It's got to be more than that.
I've got a point on this because obviously people don't know. We've been chatting about this in the group chat as well. So I just want to tell you. I want to read off our sort of first lineup after lockdown. It was Runnison. And I don't know if you remember Runnison, how crap he is. Yeah, we had Kalashnikov.
Big up Runnison, by the way. Big up.
Nah, because he was a pain in that game. We had Runnison, we had Kalashnikov, we had Mari Mustafi, Cedric Suarez, El Neni, Maitland-Niles, Lacazette, Pepe, Nelson, Reece Nelson, and Nketiah. If you can't take from that we needed gutting the whole team and revamping that, then I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Go on,
Carl.
Lee, you're falling into the trap like you do all the time, bro. What do you always accuse Klopp of?
No,
hold on. Enough. Wait a minute, Lee. You always accuse Klopp of not winning enough. Do you want me to read you out our first 11 when Klopp came in?
But no, you see what you got. You see what you seem to forget. You say you have the best keeper, the best left back, the best right back, the best centre backs, the best DM, the best centre mid, the best right mid, the best left mid, the best false 9, and the best manager in the league. Yeah, in the world. Yeah, let's just get that correct. So if that's the case, your levels and what you're aspiring to, you have no reason not to be getting up to that level. Whereas for us, yes, we're spending a lot of money, but that's just what we have to pay for a mid-level player. And again, just to add on to my point, I don't know if you remember on a Friday show, and maybe about a month and a half ago, I said, talking about the striker quality and sort of how good the players are right now. And you guys have spent 62 million, because I'm not going to go into the 100 because it's not, 62 million on a player of one season's worth of good play. So for me, I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is what we have to pay for a mid-basic level Fabio Vieira and all these things. The last thing I'm going to say is, we're not like Man City and Man United where we're spending £100 million on one player. We're buying a whole new team for 450 million. If you basically look at of 23 players. So it's a lot different to what Man United are doing. It's a lot different to what Man City are doing. And it's a damn sure a lot different to what Chelsea have done.
Can I just say one thing? Well, just one thing, Cal, because I agree with you to an extent, Lee. Yeah? I'm not just going to banter you for the sake of bantering you. You're making a lot of good points. But I'm not even looking at the money, bro. I'm looking at Saliba, defender of the year in France. Rafinha, world-class footballer. Vieira, highly touted quality. Jesus, possibly a world-class baller. I'm looking at the players you're bringing in. They're no mugs, bro. You bring in Tielemans as well. Bro, those players alone, forget the money spent. Those players mean that you should be competing for some form of silverware, bro.
Look, what I will say is, and again, I think this season he has to get top four. I don't think he can get Europa League and get fifth. He has to get, and I said it on the 20th of May, we have to get top three. There's no excuses. He has to get top three, and we'll get into that. And KG, you look, we can say all it, but I'm the team. Hold on. If you're saying that not only are we getting better players, but our young players, again, are a year older, they're more experienced. So I'm not giving Saka an excuse no more. Like, there aren't no excuses. I'm not giving Iasoro an excuse. I'm not giving Martinelli to go 21 games without getting a goal. He got assists, but he didn't get a goal. It's not. There's no excuses. We have to get top three and Europa League. There's no excuses.
That's fair enough.
You see, what I'm not doing, I'm not backing down. I'm not. Everyone can laugh. I said it on the 20th of May. I said it. Book it. I was on this show and I said in front of you, man, and I told you that we're getting top three. I believe we're getting top three. I'm not crazy. We're getting it.
I just quickly though, what I will say is, I at this point in time, I still don't think Rafinha goes to Arsenal. I think there's just a lot of things in the background in trying to get him to move elsewhere. But let's just say Rafinha does go to Arsenal. It's going to be very interesting how Mikel Arteta handles this kind of personality. Because listen, he could get away with it at least because he's the man. Like he is the Don. He's the go-to man. He's a key player. When things aren't going right, he will throw his arms up in the air on the pitch. He will kick a post. If you lose a game, he will shrug off the pitch. Trust me, we lost a lot of games. I know. So it's going to be interesting to see how he deals with that kind of personality because we know Mikel Arteta loves the young guys because he can mold them. But Rafinha ain't no young guy, and he's a class player. He knows his place, and he knows how good he can be. So that's the other thing. That's the other thing that kind of makes me just pause about the Arsenal deal as well. It just doesn't make any sense. But for me, once he's gone, he's gone. It's his business then. Yeah. But it will be interesting to see if that happens.
What I will say on top of that, if you think about it, he's also buying Jesus. So he's making a hill that he might die on. So at the end of the day, he's clearly touting these players. We haven't been after this player for 1 month. Apparently, we've been after him since we've been looking at him since January. So there's obviously a real connection with Edu. We're trying to do this whole Brazilian connection, trying to kind of like change the sort of spine of our team and the sort of ethos of the team. We tried the British core with Gibbs, Ramsey, Wilshere, and Holding, all of these crap players. Is that now we're trying something different? So look, at the end of the day, we are where we are. We're going in aggressive for these players. We're trying. And do you know what? I'll tell you two things as well. My first thing is I've actually heard that this Rafinha thing's a bit of a smoke screen, and we're trying to look at Serge from Bayern. That's what I've heard from someone else. And I also heard, and I'll be honest, I'm only telling you what I've heard. I've heard that Saka, he loves Arsenal, but he's not opposed to not signing. That's what I've heard. Because he wants. Because I think I've heard that Mbappe, he's the face of Dior. And that's what Saka wants to get to. He wants to be that guy. He's aspiring to be that guy. And I've heard that he's not opposed to not signing. And I've heard if Man City or Liverpool came in, like
there's only one Mbappe, brother.
Yes, there is only one. There is. And obviously now he owns you and your club. So let's just calm down.
No. That's completely bullshit, mate. my days. No. That's not true,
Where's
brother.
my shaker, man? I need to go and get my shaker. Does anyone
Yeah,
rap saying I'm getting it? They're getting the shaker.
You know what? Let's go on to PSG and prison. That's a great little segue into it, bro. Talk to me. What's happening at your club, bro?
There's no point asking him.
Well, it
Mbappe,
looks like
bro,
Hollywood
Mbappe
FC is
asking.
dead. And
Yeah,
no, man, you don't know what you're talking about. The Mbappe deal. Everyone is thinking now Mbappe is like the manager of the club and deciding on everything, even the new gaffer, who's signing, who's leaving the club, what system we're going to play, etc., etc. But that's not true at all. Those are the Spanish rumors of the Spanish haters that are not trying to sue PSG or Man City because they wanted Haaland and he signed for City, and they wanted Mbappe and decided to stay with us. So it's all about jealousy, man. Mbappe is not deciding anything at PSG. Trust me. The big sheikhs of Qatar upstairs, they're deciding on everything. Obviously, he's the main man of the team. Now, I think he should have been the center of the project from the beginning, because giving all the attention to Neymar, for example, has been disappointed. That's why we are considering selling him now. Adding Messi, all those guys, all the Avengers all together did not work. And obviously now we're realizing that we need to change the whole structure of the club. But Mbappe will help us achieve that. But trust me, he's not deciding on anything.
Listen, there's a lot of reports saying otherwise, man. There's a lot. You know what, though? Yeah, you're right. He's not the manager. He's the owner. You keep getting it wrong yourself. Come on, man. Come on, you gotta get it right, man. Parisian London, man. I'm not.
You want Saka? You want Saka to be the brother? No. What reports did you read? Tell me what report said that Mbappe is now the kind of owner deciding anything, bro.
There's a famous line I like to use. Please don't shoot the messenger. Arsenal are dead. So let's go to that. Don't shoot the messenger. But I've just heard that Mbappe, I saw him on top of your stadium signing a contract. That looked very, very kind of like understanding of what was going on. He looks like he owns your club. So if he doesn't want you,
bro, he's the best. Bro, he's the best footballer in the world. Obviously, they needed to organize something special for the fact that he decided to sign and stay with us. Come on, look what happened with Man United. They did the Alexis Sanchez piano stuff or whatever when he decided to sign, and he stayed for a year or whatever. You remember this? Come on, Mbappe deserves to be on the top of the pack.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? On the Mbappe thing, do you think he's going to sign another contract? Because he's only there for like 2 or 3 years he signed?
He's renewed until 2025. After 2025, he's gone. I think he's gone. And to be fully transparent with you, I think if I was him, mate, I would have gone to Real Madrid, to be fair. Obviously, I'm really happy that he's staying for my club. But I think to have an international experience and play for a club like Real Madrid would have been quite a big step up for him. But yeah, I'm happy he's staying with us. He's a born and raised Parisian. We don't have that many players that are from Paris originally, and that we can keep in our club. We have loads of good Parisian players that are now performing in different clubs, such as Nkunku, Kingsley Coman, Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba is not performing anymore, but those players that we did not manage to keep, and I think it's good for the club that we managed to keep him. But in 3 years' time, he's gone. And I think he did what he did with us, and it's over after those 3 years.
But you know what? That's made me just think. Just quickly, Bob. What's weird? What I've just thought about with what you've been saying, Parisian there, yeah. If Mbappe's got 3 years and you think he will definitely go, and Haaland has a release clause after 2 years. Have Real Madrid still got a way that in 2 or 3 years' time they still get what they want and both go there at the same time and they get Haaland and Mbappe at the same time or round about the same time? Is that pretty much what will happen?
Well, it actually can happen, but I know that Florentino Perez has spoken publicly because now he's crying and he thought that he was about to sign him, and now he's like saying that Mbappe is already what did he say exactly in Spanish, which is the equivalent in English of Mbappe, the poor kid, is already regretting it. He said this, like, this kind of stuff. I don't know if you will convince Mbappe to come. At the end of the day, it's business anyway. So if Mbappe wants to go, he will go. But he's saying the poor kid is already regretting his choice. Let's see how it goes. But I'm not sure that he's regretting this.
But look, if it's not Real Madrid, then I don't know where it'll go. So you know what I mean? We'll have to see. But I mean, other than the Mbappe thing, Peruvian, I mean, what else are PSG looking to do this summer? Because obviously, I know you guys want to go big. You know, Neymar might be leaving if an offer comes in. Is there anything else going on at PSG?
Sorry, before you answer as well, am I not right? It is true that one of the owners at the club came out and said he wants the whole team to be Parisian as well, or is that fake?
Okay, so what happened recently is it sounds like there's a completely change of project at PSG. Apparently, again, I have mixed feelings because last time it happened in 2016, they said we don't want stars anymore. We want proper players from the academy to build a proper Parisian team and be more local, develop a very good style of play, not the Avengers and Hollywood FC, etc. And they did not do that. They actually did the contrary, and now we ended up with Hollywood FC. So now recently, the person you're referring to is the president of the club, Nasser El Khalifi. He came back from Qatar yesterday in Paris and gave an interview on a paper called Le Parisien. It's a French paper, and he mentioned the few projects he has for the future. And he was planned originally to speak about the Zidane situation. That's why he came back from Qatar, and he was convinced that he was about to sign Zidane as the new gaffer. But it looks like it did not happen, and we're going to end up with a French gaffer. So now he's reshuffling the whole project and saying now he wants to be focused on the Parisian players because, you know, even before Brazil, the Paris region is such an amazing, like, big pool of talent for footballers in the world. And it's known everywhere in the world that the Paris region is mental for football talent. So now he wants to bet on this, yes, apparently. And I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, go on, Lee.
I just wanted to ask Parisian as well. Like, it's actually obviously good that obviously you got a Liverpool fan and obviously an Arsenal fan because quite weirdly we've been linked to Nkunku, both of us actually. I wanted you to kind of tell us if you actually believe the hype because obviously there's Bundesliga tax and I think he got some crazy goals and assists last season. But how good do you actually think he is? And do you think that those numbers could be replicated in a Premier League? Because obviously, you know, it's got a lot more faster, a lot more dynamic. So, do you think he can kind of carry that to someone like Liverpool? Obviously, Liverpool ain't going to pay the money because they broke boys FC right now. But yeah, let's. I just want to tell you.
Oh, good.
The situation with Nkunku, mate, it's a very interesting one because Nkunku, when he was at the club, was I'd say 50-50. We were not really convinced by his performance, but since he joined RB Leipzig, he's delivering. His stats are mental, and he reached that stage where PSG were even considering bringing him back. I think it was 60 million. I think we sold him for 20 or something like that. And the RB Leipzig price is 60 or more than 60. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But even us, we considered bringing him back to the club, because he has stepped up and progressed so much that we are convinced that if he's back at the club, he will deliver what we were expecting him to deliver when he left the club. So, to be fair, Nkunku is an amazing player. I think now he has reached his full potential with RB Leipzig. The other part of your question is comparing the Bundesliga to the Premier League. I think the Bundesliga is still a decent league, but it's obviously well different from the Premier League in terms of competitivity. But I think he still can deliver in the Premier League like he's doing in the Bundesliga. I think he's a young talent that if I was a Premier League club, I would definitely bet on this guy and sign him.
Yeah, it's the price tag for me, though. I think 80 million is what's being touted around. I think that's a bit much, even if you're a Man City. He's a brilliant
footballer. It's 80 now.
Don't get
Okay.
me wrong.
Nah, it's too much.
But that's
To
what
be honest,
I heard. It was
20 million
80.
is
Yeah.
too much for you nowadays, Drift.
What did you say with your second subtle shade there? Sorry, say that again, bro. Do you know Lee's moving like right now? Lee's moving like that kid who was always the one who watched everyone else's get their Christmas presents, sat in the background and no one noticed. And then when he gets a PlayStation, man's like, "Hey, wanna come my yard? Who wants to come my yard and play PlayStation? Y'all got the new Street Fighter." It's like, bro, chill, bro.
80 million is too much, you know. 20 million, man. You got to do that in finance.
You know what, Lee? Here's what you've really got to do as well, bro. Don't get me wrong. Arsenal are at the moment acting like they're moving big, and I respect it. I rate it. But, bro, get the signing through the door before you actually do the banter, bro. Get them, because let's keep it a buck as well. Even Jesus, bro. If Arteta hadn't been talking to him during putting the cones out for 3 years, he wouldn't be considering going to Arsenal either.
Listen,
so we've got to keep it a buck, bro. We have to keep it a buck.
What kind of bib do you want? Is that what he does? What kind of bib do you want?
Listen, I'm not gonna lie.
Jesus, so you blues or skins? Blues or skins?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Not the best trait is hugging men. That's all I've heard. But I don't know. Like, let's hold on.
We're not gonna go that far, bro. We're not gonna start trying to compare managers here.
I've just heard that he signs players to hug them, but I don't know. Look, like, everybody needs a hug someday, man. Look, you get me.
But Arteta needs a hug. That guy's always got a strop on his face, bro. Arteta needs a hug, bro.
When you're spending 200 million, you don't need any more hugs. You don't need any more hugs, man.
It's not ready yet, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Cash money, you know what I
mean? But let's move on to Leeds. Let's move on to Leeds now because Leeds have actually signed. No, go quickly, bro.
Ends, and you don't spend the money, or you lose Saka. It's curtain for you, bro.
Did you see the way he looked away, Cal? Did you see that?
Hey, man, we're gonna make another Saka.
That was the contemplation.
You're gonna see me in your classroom on Monday morning at the front. Mr. Gooner Lee, could you explain, please?
Listen, the kids I've got in my school, man. Listen, they're ramming at you.
But look, we're gonna move on to Leeds, who've already made, is it 2 signings, KG, so far? Three. So let's talk about a team that's actually making signings. So talk to me, KG. Let's talk to me. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Leeds started to move in the transfer window. As soon as the league finished, they meant business. They were like, next day, bang, they were on it. So talk to me, KG, man. What's going on at Leeds, bro?
Yeah, man. Listen, they knew what they needed to do. They knew that this season was a whole mistake. They gambled and it just about came off. With just surviving on the last day. But yeah, we signed Brendan Aronson. That's a good signing for us. The thing is with all the 3 signings that we've made is they're all upgrades on our first 11, but that doesn't say much. You know what I mean? But what I will say is that I'm looking forward to seeing Brendan Aronson in the Prem. He's a hard worker, but he's got good tech on the ball as well. Rasmus Christensen is a far superior upgrade at right back to what we've got right now. And then Mark Rucker's come through the door just, last week. He's going to beef up our midfield. Again, not saying much when you've got Adam Forshaw and Matthijs Klick there. But it's a good start, but it's only a start right now. We need to get in another 3-4, move on a couple of the players that are just not cutting it. Although I'm not really optimistic on that because the social media team keep on putting out prop of our really bad players. And for me, that's a bad sign. It means we're going to see them again next season. But it's all about improving the first 11, making our bench stronger, which I think we're doing. And we've got to keep going. Oh,
just
did
quickly,
you want to say it?
I have a question for you, KG.
Yeah.
Is the Calvin Phillips rumor the fact that apparently he's linked to PSG as well? He's linked to quite a few clubs. What's the situation with him?
Well, there's no bids been made so far. I like the Rafinha one. I want this one out the way straight away. I think we need to strike while the iron's hot. If we're being fair, I think if we don't sell him this summer, it's going to be very hard to shift him next summer. And I think we need to sell while the stock is high and strengthen up a couple of places. Because right now he's an England international, England regular, by the way. Listen, we need more than that. We need more than that in our team. We're just at that point where we finished 17th, so we're not even in mid-table to say, listen, Calv, if you stay and we get 3 more players, we can challenge for Europe. We're way beyond that, so we need to sell while the time's high. I do see him though, Parisina, staying in the England. To me, me and my
that was my next question as well.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as one of those English guys that is willing to go abroad, but you never know. Paris is a beautiful city. His girlfriend might fancy it there, but to me, he's just very Yorkshire, and Manchester's not too far from here, and it's Man City, not Man United. So I can see him going there, and it makes sense for him too as well, Man City, because he won't be playing every week, so the injuries should be less. He's not going to be relied upon to be the man like he is at Leeds. He'll just be another cog in the system at Man City, where he can keep things ticking over, where they've got 90% of the ball. It just everything about it just suits him and Man City. But like Arsenal and everyone else, they've got to pay the required price, otherwise no business will be done. And I mean, rumors are rumors, right? But we've been linked with Cody Gakpo, which is a bit odd because he's a wide player. And I see Jesse Marsh probably going for another attacking midfielder. Sander Berg is the one I want. Now, a lot of people won't rate him because he's in the Championship. And I get, you top 6 clubs don't rate anyone outside the top 6. But he's somebody that is ready to be in the Premier League again. He had a bad injury at Sheffield United, but he's a triple threat in that midfield in terms of defensive midfield, central midfield, and attacking midfield. So I hope we can get that one done. But, okay, that's going to depend on outgoings too.
Yeah, just quickly, boys, before I give you your go. What's mad, KG, which would be beautiful from a Leeds point of view, as in it'll be terrible to lose Phillips and it'll be terrible to lose Rafinha from a talent level because they're your 2 best players, arguably, I'll say. But we're probably looking at about, 140 mil you probably have to spend between the 2 of them. I'll say you probably get 70 for Rafinha, maybe 60 or 70 for Phillips, most probably, something like that.
No, I think the Phillips one you're looking more 50 million. In all honesty,
okay,
it's stuck. It's slowly deteriorated a bit over a couple of years because of the injuries he's had, and that's a fair shout. What's Lee saying? Go on, Lee.
No, I just wanted to ask: do you believe in Daddy Yankee to manage your club?
Yeah.
Last season, I weren't convinced by him. Right? Daddy Yankee, Jesse Marsh, whatever you want to refer to him as, he just seems like a stopgap to a proper manager. And I just feel like for you, I don't feel like he's a manager that's going to take you forward and propel you forward. And I think,
listen, that could very well be the case. That very well could be the case, but obviously after Bielsa now, every manager is fair game now. Everyone's looking at the managers now. They're just managers again. Whereas Bielsa, we gave him a lot of rope. It's like, he'll get it good next week. And then he'd come next week. You're like, well, maybe next week, but it just didn't happen. But Jesse Marsh, for me, he did the best he could with the players that he had. And I will not ever downplay the dross that he had to work with, which is why you see now him smiling wide-eyed with Rasmus Christensen as he comes through the door. Mark Rucker, he's loving these plays like, wow, you guys can actually play football compared to some of these bums I'm having to coach week in, week out. So it's about him getting his hands on the players that he wants to get and go forward. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But that's the gamble they took, and it just about worked.
Yeah, go on, Cal. And then we're getting to the super chats as well, guys. Don't worry, they're safe.
Is this a tricky one for you guys, KG, in the sense of, obviously, the clubs who are trying to buy Phillips and Rafinha, the longer they leave it, the less time you've got to go and get replacements. But obviously, at the other end, if you go out and buy these replacements before they're sold, there's a risk that the clubs might not come back in with the price you want. Are you in that limbo at the moment, or are you not concerned yet?
No, I'm not concerned with that, because if it goes too long, they won't sell. And quite frankly, there's no need to with the World Cup being in winter, because then in January the prices will go up. So in fact, it's even better if the players don't go in the summer. But in terms of getting the squad sorted, you do want them out before pre-season starts, just so you can get everyone gelled together, get them used to Jesse Marsh's tactics and the way he wants to play, and just go from there. But yeah, we're not losing anything. If Rafinha's still here by the time January rolls around, we'll be getting the required fee possible, because he's going to do brilliant at the World Cup. Guarantee it.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. So let's get through these super chats before we move on to the next one. We got a vacancy. Well, go on, G. Well, go on.
What's going on, people?
What's going on?
What's going on, Lee? What's going on? You good?
I heard that you spent the last 25 minutes
good?
crying and trying to wipe them tears in the floods in the house. But look, I don't know. I just saw it in the chat. Don't shoot the messenger. That's I don't know.
Lee, just know I've just landed. I can't wait, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
Listen, I don't know.
Let's do the supers and then we can get back into
Lee, what are those signings, by the way? How's Jesus and Rafinha? You signed them yet?
Listen, he's better than your Samba boy.
Have you signed them? No. First question: Have you signed? Have you made the signings?
He's coming through.
Okay. You're getting Raf, yeah? You're definitely getting Raf.
Listen, whoever we get, it's going to be better than the signings you got. I tell you that much.
Just like last time, yeah, when it was about Lacazette and who was the other one?
Like a blood card there.
Remember, Lee.
Liverpool because I've got a lot to say. I've got our questions.
Pepe, Lacazette, and Aubameyang. Best front three in the Prem.
Am I allowed to ask questions?
You can't. After the super chats, we'll do the supers and then we're going. Cow, let's get through the supers.
Cannot wait. I ain't even started with this guy. You're gonna get put in a blender. I ain't even started with you today. Just wait.
Pimp in Distress says, "Evening G's Drift. How's your bro Patrick Vieira hanging? Seen him lately?"
No, you know what? Hold on a minute. Let me check out he's doing. One second.
I'm off camera, man. Don't do that.
Oh yeah.
Hi Matt. Hi Drifty. Just wanted to send my regard and enjoy the summer.
Where's Lee gone? Lee, your legend. You missed your legend. Should we bring it back for you, Lee? Your legend.
Listen, I'm not being a camera when that stuff comes in.
You sure?
Hi Matt. Hi Drifty. Just wanted to send my regard and enjoy the summer.
Man says real recognizes real. That's all I can say. Real recognizes real.
I'll tell you that much. Listen, that's up to you, man. That's a nice little dub for you, though.
It is.
And another L for goodness. Go, let's move.
The boss says, "Big up my Kopish family. Life's complete since Cal forgave me. Big up Drifty, my G, bro. We didn't have a beef in the."
I'm not gonna lie, boss. You gotta let us know what the beef is. I'm curious.
Like, if we didn't get on, you would be blocked from the channel. Like, you were able to send super chats. That's as high as it gets.
That's FFP. See, you have a Real Madrid fan right now. Does FFP exist in France? Can you clear this up? Man, see, that's pure jealousy again. See, like this.
Seriously though, like
speak to Florentino Perez. Speak to him.
How much is Mbappe on per month? I heard he's on like, is it 400,000? How is that possible? Like, how is that?
Who?
Mbappe. Is
Mbappe.
he on 400,000?
I don't even know.
Because, mate, if you really want to go into too much details in the details of the deal of. Wait, there's part of the salaries, such as the salaries of Donnarumma, Hakimi, Messi, Mbappe as well. That is partly paid in cryptocurrencies and in PSG tokens. So it's outside of the FFP rules, and the players they have accepted to be paid in cryptos as well.
Oh,
yes, that's the way it is, man. That's more than football.
My days.
PSG, anyone from PSG, if you're watching this, we believe you're doing everything by the book. You keep doing your thing, and thanks for the entertainment.
Okay, and then yeah, obviously you're not having to pay.
Thank you, appreciate that.
That makes sense. Okay.
You gave him the club. Where's my brother Matt today? He's here now. He's
here now.
I just love, bro.
Troy M said, end of next season, Arsenal will be closer to being replaced in the traditional top six by Newcastle than actually being a threat to contend. Chilly. Aye.
I'm sure you've got a lot of questions. We got a lot of questions for you, bro. Trust me.
I for you says you think City can sign Liverpool players, vice versa.
Mate, nah. I mean, if their contract runs out, there's nothing you can do. But if they've got a lengthy contract, I don't see us selling to each other. No.
I'm going to say yes. City could buy Liverpool players, and I don't think it's the other way around.
Nah, not if they've got 2 or more years, Cal. We wouldn't sell to them.
Brother, if they come in for Salah tomorrow with a mad bid,
bro, it's over.
No, honestly, I don't think we would.
I don't
No,
think
I don't think we would.
We would reject it, but the wickedest thing is he'll just go down a free.
Yeah, we can't stop that from happening.
I know what
obviously.
Drift means. Yeah, we probably.
right,
They probably
you're telling me if we get offered 120 mil for Salah from City, you reckon we're going to reject it?
I think
No,
we would do it
because,
only to save face, maybe. Only
as much as our owners love money, the one thing they won't take is disrespect. And I don't think that Jay Henry would let Man City win the title and then take our best player. I can't see it. He wouldn't
They
do
wouldn't
it.
be taking him, giving us 120 mil for him.
No, but you know what I mean. Like Jay Henry knew Arsenal had a case for the 40 million and £1. He knew they actually had a case, and he still said "fuck you." He don't care, bro. He don't care. I'm telling you. There's one thing our owner is. It's a gangster, bro. He ain't. There's no way he'd let Man City take Salah. He'd have to go for free, bro. It'd have to go for free.
I agree.
Troy M says Aronson came through the Philly Union Academy. He's a huge Liverpool fan. I hope he does well. We can poach him in a couple of years. Him and Gelhardt still.
Gelhardt's gonna ball out this season, I reckon. You know.
Yeah. Big season coming, man. Big season coming.
Definitely.
James says guarantees in life: death, taxes, and Spurs finishing above Arsenal.
I realize he must be 7 years old. So let's move on.
No, but bro, let's be real. They've done it for 7 years in a row, right?
No. They've done it 6, but I'm going to give him an extra life of stupid from tomfoolery. So let's move on.
But 6 years in football kind of becomes reality,
time.
Lee. I'm not going to lie.
In comparison to 20, and 21, sorry, in comparison.
No, I'm not saying the comparison. I'm just saying in football, we normally go in 5-year blocks. So if you look at the last 5 years, they have finished above you every year, bro. So
Yeah, they're on top right now. But look, it's like with me. I used to think I was stronger than my brother. Then one day he punched me up and we move on.
He's an older brother you've got, Lee.
Yeah, I'm the youngest.
Yeah, I know the feeling, bro. I've been there.
Hold on. I thought he was a younger brother that just grew into himself. Bro, if you were the younger brother, that was the delusion to think you could beat him up.
We have to do it. No, Drift, we have to do it.
Come on.
No, they will try.
I'm the tallest, I'm the strongest. So I got ahead of myself. But look,
hey, big up to your brother for packing you in, bro. Because I don't know why the little brother tried to come. Hey, Matt, you're a big brother like me. You know, when the little brothers try it, bro. I
just want to put it out there today because it's my brother's birthday. I want to let you know, Wayne, don't try it today because you know what will happen. It's a different story today. Like that was before. We're talking about today.
Hey, you know what? If it's your brother's birthday, the real big up your brother, man.
Yeah,
big up your brother, man. That's got to get a happy birthday drop still. Big up your brother. Is it Wayne? You said, yeah.
Yeah, he's Wayne.
Yeah. Now, Wayne, if you're watching, bro, happy birthday, bro.
We will be watching.
Realize
we're gonna have to change that.
Yeah, bro. No, I know.
I was like, bro.
Yeah.
Keep it because all Mane's doing is putting an exit to Bayern Munich, innit? That's what he's doing.
Anyway, let's finish these supers and move on. Yeah, I know. That hurt me.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was watching the video, I was like, why did we not just take Mane out? I don't care if we just put like the worst editing.
It's just gonna have to be a birthday cake from now on, bro.
That's what I said. That's so unnecessary.
KG, I'm not gonna lie, for a team that concedes like 100 goals a season, man, Liverpool might do damage to you for that, you know. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You're brazen, you know. You're brazen.
Matt says, whenever Lee opens his mouth, it's disrespectful. Aren't you a teacher? What are you learning? What are you teaching them, you? But on a real, aren't they out 3 unprovens in?
Mass, look, if you knew the school I worked in, I can't even reveal it, but they're teaching me a lot, bro. I tell you that much, bro.
James says 2018, Joyce and Pierce said Danny Ward will be given the chance as number 1. 2 weeks later, we sign Allison. If we sell Ox, we surely sign a midfielder. Ox has been replaced.
Looks like we're not selling Ox either, bro.
Ox, no. Ox is there's no way we're keeping Ox. There's no way.
KG, do you need a midfielder, KG? Yeah. Do you need a midfielder? Ox 10 mil, bro.
No. We've got enough injury-prone players, man.
No.
We have loads of players to sell as well. Anyone wants Icardi or Draxler or all those useless guys? No one.
Our players are happily married. We don't need a Cardi around.
You sure? If you buy Icardi, you need to buy Icardi's wife as well. So
this is what I mean. That's just gonna upset the dressing room. Not only that, Ali would have to contain man, baptize man, and all them things.
Playing enthusiast X says Lee Defo ordered a pre-ordered an Eddie 14 shirt. Did you, Lee?
Eddie, what have you done for me lately?
Nkunku is good. I like him.
He's very good. Number 14. That's a weighty shirt, isn't it? Weighty.
The number's crazy, but if we get the strike, if we get the players we should get, then. Look, like I'm not unhappy with it. I'll be honest.
Well, you know what? Let's move on to we're not getting on to Liverpool just yet. We're gonna be getting on to Man City. What's going on? That's in the building. What's good,
it's good, people? Good? First show back.
Is that a Real Madrid shirt? That?
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, what's going on?
I didn't realise. Oh,
man, actually wore Real Madrid shirt.
Oh shit!
I'm not.
Madrid.
Oh, you know what? Coincidence, honestly.
No, coincidence. You're a liar, bro. All right,
man actually planned it as well, you know.
It's
I mean, I wouldn't say planned, but yeah, 10
But
10,
man
15
thought about
minutes
it. Was
ago.
when you woke up today, it's like,
no,
Look, it's all good. It's all good. But what's going on, Dax? Talk to me, City. We've already been for everyone else up to this point. You guys haven't actually done as much movement as I thought you would, but I'm guessing there's players you got to wait till they go first, maybe, or talk to me, bro. What's going on at City?
So yeah, Haaland, Alvarez. The Alvarez one was done early, but obviously we've agreed to pay that bit more to get him now. So he'll be linking up with us, I think, when the preseason starts. He's still playing for River Plate at the moment. Scored the other night again. Calvin Phillips and Cucurella, they're both reported. Obviously, KJ. By the looks of it, does look like Leeds are, whether they're bringing in midfielders or whether they're bringing in replacements. It does maybe look like he's going to go. I'm not sure on that one myself, personally. I'm like that on it. I don't know. And then Cucurella, I think they're looking at the Porto left back at the moment, Brighton are, and if they get him, I think that one will happen. I think he's Spanish. I think he's going to want to get to City, and I think he'll push that over the line. The biggest talking point with us at the moment is Bernardo Silva, isn't it? It's Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, I've been hearing about. I don't think he'll go though. I've heard a lot of Man City in the know people say that there's no way you'll let Barcelona take him. How are you feeling about it?
Oh, look, I've said on a couple of streams to other City fans, am I being over the top if I said that is as big a loss as Haaland coming in is a gain for me personally?
That's a good. You know what? That's a good argument. That's a good argument. Not
commercially, but look, I feel like the league's fearing us right now with what's going on at City, with what happened last season, and now the strengthening, and me as a City fan, and usually in the summer, I'm quite pessimistic, but my chest is growing this summer, right? And I'm not going gym. Hold tight, KJ. I know you go gym, yeah. And I feel like we could achieve some special things next season. If Bernardo Silva goes, it throws the whole game plan out for me, because I can't look at a player in our team right now that can come in and do what he does. Like, people say, oh, maybe this is because we all think Foden or Grealish are going to drop deeper eventually. Yeah. I don't think they're ready to play. Like, they're seasons away from being able to do what Bernardo Silva does. I
think Foden could do what Bernardo does.
Man, no.
You don't
think?
think?
No. You need not. This is a thing. It's like Bernardo Silva joined us and played on the wing when he joined us. Same with where Foden's been playing, yeah. And he's slowly dropped deeper, right? I call him Sexy Kante now because he can do the sexy stuff, but it's the legs, man. He is about the pitch.
Yeah.
Rodri Gundogan don't work, or Rodri De Bruyne don't work without Bernardo Silva there, man. Like, he's an engine, and it's like, who we going to get? I said to someone, because there's talk of 80 million and people saying, well, 80 million, good business, 80, 85 million. But
what about this? What if you still De Jong?
Right. Now, if they offered us some money in De Jong, different ball game. Because, and look, Pep's come out already and said he's still going to be a player next season as of the here and now. But Pep always says if someone wants to go, we can't keep them because they're not going to, it's not going to work. Yeah. And I feel like it won't be like a case of Ferran Torres where Pep has him in the office, asks him, do you want to go? Ferran says yes. And he says, okay, cool. It's going to be a lot more of, well, we'll do this, we'll do that. But it's the second season where he's being rumored of wanting to move, and that it would have to, for me, I don't want to see no 80, 90 million. I'd want to see De Jong or something like that, or Gavi or something that makes me think, okay, well, there's a plan. I don't just want a load of money. I want, because then we're going to have to go and find someone. And all this early business we're trying to do is out the window because we're buying someone late in the summer. I don't want to be like Man United.
It must be so good to be like, yeah, it doesn't matter about the money. We want, you know, it's just, you know, you got so much money, like, who cares how much you spend? Yeah, we know already.
We're good to be that way. Brother, spud me. Hey, spud me. Listen. To be fair, to be fair, and
Lee, you know what? I love Lee. There's not, I love Lee. Lee is he's clearly not on the list. He's like, and he knows he's not on the list.
He's
like,
at the window.
My name's on there, bro. My name's on there, bro.
I'm a creep in the club, man. I'm trying to. I'm gonna say he's an oil spillage in here, and I'm like, you know what? Am I part of the oil spillage? I'm not part of it. You know what I mean?
The Bernardo Silva one would leave with City fans. It would leave a very, very, very. It's like, this is one step too far from Barcelona. You keep coming, you keep raiding. The worst thing is a week ago, it got announced that we're playing them in a friendly 3 weeks into the season as well. And 23rd or 24th of August. 23rd or 24th of August. It's a Wednesday. It's for charity. And Pep said we're taking the full team over there as well. Bit mad. But it's Barcelona.
Yeah, but I forgot. Pep's obviously the Barca king. Yeah, I forgot about all of that. Yeah.
It gets a bit frustrating, gets a bit annoying, like, to be honest.
Here's the mad thing, Daps, yeah? Even though I do believe City will clearly be the favourites to win the league because you are technically still the best team in the league, it will be kind of crazy if you go into the season with no Sterling, no Gundogan, no Bernardo. You are starting to look like a totally different team. Like, I got to admit, like that, you are, not that you're not going to replace them. I'm sure you will. Haaland coming in his quality. You're bringing in quality, but you know, sometimes the nucleus up for Fernandinho, you know, sometimes that core, what makes you know who the team are. That's a lot of the main players who kind of have been you lot for such a lot. Even Jesus going.
Jesus. If you look at it, a lot of them. But here's the thing with Sterling, and I will keep saying this, right? I believe Sterling today has said he doesn't want to stay and run down his contract. He wants to get it all settled this summer, whether it's staying or going. Here's the thing for me with Sterling that I'll argue till I'm blue in the whatever the saying is, right? Is Sterling is currently on 300 grand a week, right? No one can tell me he needs game time to convince Southgate that he's going to go to the World Cup. We know what Southgate's about. Yeah, he don't need convincing. He's got his favourites.
He's in that team regardless.
So he's in that team regardless. Yeah. If he's not unhappy at City, right? If he stays at City, he'll win more trophies. If he stays at City, as in for one more year, if he stays at City, he will play alongside Haaland. Sterling's best numbers were when he was alongside Aguero. Yeah, like because when he's like the false nine or the main threat, he don't do well. When he can find them little pockets of space, that's where he thrives. So for me, when Chelsea firstly have to get over the hurdle of offering City what we want, and we're not that bothered about selling him. But then they have to get over the hurdle of the fact that Sterling is not going to move for less than 300 grand because he knows if he waits till next summer, he's on a free transfer. So he's going to get all of that in. So there's no way Sterling at 27 coming into his main contract is going to take a wage cut to play in a team that is basically in transition. It's not, for me, if it happens, I will be and I think we all know Sterling, like, I'm not knocking him, but Sterling's a money man, right? He looks after his family and that. He's not going to take the biggest contract
I
of his
don't
life.
agree with that, man. I don't agree.
Well, you wouldn't, Lee.
He's
You
local.
wouldn't.
He's local.
It don't make
QPR.
sense for you to agree with it.
No, but he's
QPR,
not,
West
he's not
London.
a money man, though. He's not a money. He's not a money man. He's not a money man.
Okay.
Well, look, but I agree with that. That at 27, you don't take a pay cut. I do agree with that. At that age, you don't take less money. Yeah, go on, Cal.
I got asked that Saka. Keep on seeing it rumored about. One, do you think you're going for him if you were to lose a Sterling, for example? But two, is he potentially a Mahrez replacement if Mahrez doesn't sign a new
I
deal?
forgot Mahrez might go as well. Raw, Man City's going to be a whole different team, bro.
I can't see Mahrez. So Mahrez has got a child on the way with the son of, I believe it's, sorry, the daughter, not the son, fucking hell, the daughter of Ashley Ward. The daughter of Ashley Ward, who's an ex-City player from Manchester. For me, right now, there's more chance of Mahrez again running down his contract. He's got a kid on the way. Anyone that's got kids, you know, you want family around you right now. You don't want to be moving to a different. So I don't believe Mahrez will go. Yeah. But the thing is, you have to remember, we talk about Foden and Grealish dropping deep. Foden and Grealish both can play on the left. Foden can also play on the right. Sterling can play on the left and right. Bernardo Silva can play on the right. Alvarez can play on both sides. It's not that we don't need wide players. I can't see the Sterling one happening. I can't. I think it's going to cost too much money to make it happen. So
Chelsea are desperate for a marquee signing, though. Yeah, go on, Lee.
I was going to ask, like, obviously you're selling Jesus to us because we're not your rivals, so that obviously is clear. But would you sell in it? I mean, this is in a parallel.
You are rivals, bro. You said it's a title challenge thing, bro.
No, I didn't. Listen, I did not say that.
You've seen the clip. Your boys are saying a couple more signings. You're challenging, bro. So right now, I mean, I have to see you as ops.
Then man, some idiot wear, man. Anyway, I just think I'm wondering, like, would you sell Sterling to Liverpool? And I wonder if you boys at the top, would you actually take it? Do you know what? I know it's going to sound mad, but I feel Jesus and Sterling would fit your team like
Jesus would.
Magic.
Jesus would.
I think
Liverpool?
I think Jesus would fit.
Jesus would fit in at Liverpool.
Jesus is what you need with the signings you've made.
Jesus would fit in Liverpool.
He'd bring the press at Mane that you lost with Mane.
Matt's wanted Jesus from 5 years ago. Matt would be over the moon if you signed Jesus.
I was so mad.
Sterling would go crazy in your team. I think Sterling would do it a mad.
Yeah, that'll never happen. Happen.
There are too many bridges have been burnt with Sterling. There's no way Sterling's coming back.
Have you seen him perform at Anfield?
Yeah, but look, this is like the upside down world because we know they ain't got the money for that anyway.
But on Saka, it surprised me. It surprised me when we were being linked with Saka because I thought he'd signed a new contract, but he didn't, did he?
No,
he's a sneaky fucker, isn't he?
He's a smart. He's smart, bro. He's smart, bro. He's smart, bro. He's smart, bro. Come on.
Shall I tell you? Look, my little theory on Saka.
Play left back. I'd take him to play left back.
If Salah gets sold this summer, I think we go hard for Saka.
Whoa,
that would be the biggest anticlimax in the history of our Premier League campaign.
I do not want. I think Saka
to replace Salah. That'll be the joke of the century, bro. Oh my!
But you like Mahrez to replace him, though. To be fair, that would be
no. I wouldn't. No. Well, first of all, Mahrez is twice the player Saka is, and I would want Mahrez to be in the squad rotation. I wouldn't be happy if Mahrez literally not a 31, 26-year-old Mahrez. I would have been all right, but not 31-year-old Mahrez.
Hold on, yeah. I know, and this isn't a Liverpool section. I said, Parisian, you go because you've been waiting. So
I know that.
Cool, thank you. I have to join. No, it's just that I'm taking the opportunity of what's your name again? MCFC Daps, yeah.
Daps.
Yeah, Daps. Okay. You were talking about Barcelona, and you're wearing a Real Madrid shirt, and we kind of both our teams in the mud together because La Liga is going after us.
Oil. No, we're in the oil together, bro.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts around La Liga trying to sue PSG and Man City?
I was going to say that firstly, I only wore this to piss them lot off. Trust me. I'm not trying to wear
it. I hope so, brother. I hope so.
Accidentally on
the back,
Imagine. But no, my thoughts on that is, right, it's almost like I can imagine UEFA, after UEFA tried they tried to take us. They took us to court, and they had their pants pulled down, and they got spanked in public by just our lawyers. Right? I can tell you now, when UEFA got that letter and saw Man City and also their richer cousins, UEFA were like, cool story, bro, ripped it up, like, we're not doing that, we're not interested in that right now, we don't want that. There are going to be 800 lawyers turning up, like, against 3. They're just not on it at all. I don't believe UEFA would entertain that with anything as well. So.
My question was more around, why do you think La Liga is going after both our clubs? Do you think it's only about the fact that they are suspecting us to breach the FFP, or it's just because what happened with Haaland and Mbappe, for example? Or what do you think?
They're just bitter. They're so bitter. It's.
Why was there not another option of being corrupt?
Well, us. What do you think Real Madrid? Do you think Real Madrid or Barcelona are going to teach us about corruption?
Real Madrid are pretty corrupt. Real Madrid are pretty.
Bro, they've been doing dodgy deals for years. They are the old elephants. They are the old elephants, and now they're scared because they are new rich in town.
That's it.
That's it.
We were talking about A and B, which are your 2 clubs. Let's not talk about Real Madrid. You just said, why do you think we're coming to you? And you gave us 2 options, but you didn't give us a third, which is maybe you're corrupt.
Do you think we're corrupt, Lee?
Maybe we are corrupt. Man City and PSG.
I don't give a crap. I'm just saying to you, clearly there's no smoke without fire. I don't know.
No. It's not. The debate is very interesting.
The next morning. So
the debate, bro. If you really want to go into this debate, I think the debate we need to dig a little bit more, because it's not only about, if you're talking about corruption in football, it's not only about PSG and Man City. It's bigger than this. So it's not only us.
You're doing it in front of everyone on the worldwide stage. At least you wait for doing.
We're not doing it in front of everyone. Real Madrid and Barcelona are paying the players' salaries with the tax money of the Spanish people. Why do you think that's normal?
Well, Barcelona just got money out of nowhere, literally like that.
Don't shoot your messenger, man. My owner, he owns Walmart. He owns Walmart, man.
But you know what it is?
We're good.
You know what it is, yeah? I'll be honest. I don't even think this is Barca and Real Madrid, because from what I've heard, but some of Real's stadium is being like they've borrowed some P off of our man to sort out their stadium, apparently.
What?
Well, just what I'm hearing.
What is going on?
Khaldoon, Khaldoon is a very, very clever, shrewd guy. The minute he exposed UEFA, about 2 weeks later, he reached out and said, "Let bygones be bygones, friends," and put his hand out, right? Because he's like, all right, and he kind of knows he's not going to get the Liverpool board, the Arsenal board, the United board shake his hand. But we had a certain semi-final against Real Madrid, and obviously they were rubbing shoulders. And next minute, I'm hearing they've got a little loan from Abu Dhabi to pay for their stadium. So they're casually going to be stepping backwards, going, La Liga, this is you, man. Like, you lot can deal with this.
Qatar is also involved in the rebuilding of Santiago Bernabeu as well.
Borrowed it off of all of us.
Yeah, they have real estate projects with them everywhere.
You man on different scale.
Look, you know what? Let's move on from all that, because we don't know what is going on with any of that. We really don't. And obviously, I know KG's got to go in 10 minutes for a certain island situation.
Oh, so do I, actually.
Oh, Jesus, what is going on there?
These man and the island.
Obviously, we do run over you boys. I know you got to jump off. That's cool. But I'll try and wrap it up. But I just want to touch on Man U and Chelsea quickly, because I do want to talk about the other 2 big teams. And obviously, as you can see in the thumbnail, Lukaku. Now, I don't want to say, something's dodgy when I have absolutely no proof. But is there anybody who don't see it a bit weird that Lukaku goes to Chelsea for 100 mil, 3 months into it starts talking about Inter Milan, and then about 6 months later, he goes back to them for only a £7 million loan fee? All right, Carl, go for it. Talk to me. What is going on, bro?
Lukaku and Inter Milan are the modern day Bonnie and Clyde. They sat down with each other and said, look, we want you to stay, but we also need that money. You can get money out of this as well. And he's gone, you know what, babes, I'll take the hit for you, innit? I'll go there, kick up a fuss, and I'll be back in 12 months. You just sit tight. You don't give it away to no other man, and I'll be back. They've done it.
You know what? The worst thing is, even his picture, the picture that's got released.
Yeah.
He looks smug as shit. Like,
he looked like, I know what I do. These guys can't.
there was a conversation like about who's the biggest flop in the Premier League, and surely it's either him or Kepa. I mean, we could throw Naby in there with Pepe as well, but look, I don't know.
No. Naby's doing all right. Leave Naby alone.
Bro, Naby is nowhere near the biggest flop, bro. What? Pepe can go in there. 100%.
KG told me to say that in a message earlier on. That's what he told me to say.
Bro, man's dragging man in with him, you know.
He told me to say it in the message.
Bro, you want to do this? You want to do this now? You want to do this now?
Oh,
you want to do this now? You want to do this now?
The messenger.
Oh, we can do it now.
You know what? I've just realised, Matt, I haven't done too many shows with you yet. It's more Callum and Drifty, and I feel like I can't. I need to stick at two of you at a time because I think Matt's got energy. You're on smoke, ain't you, bro? I can see it.
I've got energy for anyone that wants to bring it.
As soon as he came in, Lee jumped on his back, and I
already knew what Lee was going to start chatting nonsense. This is what people do. When people have been irrelevant for how many years, they're going to bark up when something happens. They're going to bark up.
But Lee's right. Let's go back to Lukaku just for a second. On the real though,
it is dodgy.
If this isn't dodgy, do you think that Lukaku himself though has made sure this has been perfectly engineered by continuing to be a nuisance to make sure he goes back? Because I don't understand what's going on here. Like, I genuinely, how do you buy someone for 100 mil and then go back for only a £7 million loan
a year later?
It is confusing as hell.
Who's paying the wage? Who's paying the wage?
Cypher says it's me and my girlfriend.
I take it Chelsea's not picking up a penny of that wage. I pray they're not picking up.
But here's the thing, Daps, they got 100 mil, bro. So even if they take some of that money to pay the wages, bro.
You just look at it's bad business, from Chelsea. Lukaku done them dirty, But let's be real. Chelsea aren't the only London club that do bad business. Like, look at Arsenal. Look what they did with Mbappe. Like,
straight back at you, Lee.
All jokes aside,
He's right. Arsenal paid Barcelona to take their player.
Yeah, that's found weird. And this ain't even a shame. This is just like, I don't understand what Aubameyang done for Arsenal then just to go, we'll just get rid of you. Like, we'll pay you to go. But I don't understand what goes on sometimes. There are these weird transfers. That's another one of them as well. It's weird. I don't know.
Do you know what, though? Like, about Chelsea, what I rate, though, as much as I don't like Chelsea, they act like a big club. And when... Wow.
I was thinking, did I press a button on my keyboard?
You know what?
Sorry. Before you continue, that wasn't me, by the way.
Cool.
Hi, Matt. Hi, Drifty. Just wanted to send my regard and enjoy the summer.
I won't be caught on camera with that video. There's no point.
Don't worry, man. Patrick watches Legends, isn't it? So I'm sure he'll see this bit where you pop back out.
All right. But
isn't Ketty a legend now?
Listen, I just wanted to let you know. I just thought that Chelsea moved like a big club. As soon as they know and they smell that something ain't right with a player, they get rid of them. And you know what? You got to rate it. Like,
I mean, not always. Sometimes there's no smell. De Bruyne, Salah. Sometimes there ain't a smell and they still get rid of them.
You've been holding on to Naby for the last 4 years and he's just been doing nothing. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's kind of true, actually. That's kind of true.
I mean, we're not going to get into the fact that Aubameyang asked Arteta how it was to put the cones out, and that's why he sent him to Barcelona. It is what it is.
He's only relaying what KG told
I know, but the messenger has to have self-awareness because when you got Nicolas Pepe, it cost you 70 mil, bro, and he's still there.
Listen, when you're from London, you ain't got I'm shameless FC, man. We move.
Can I just say one thing before we move on, Drew?
Yeah, go on.
The famous front three of Lacazette, Pepe, and Aubameyang was bought, if I'm not mistaken, for a combined maybe 180 mil. And
something like that.
Further 10 mil, I think it was, on top of that, just to get rid of two of those players combined. Wow. And it seems as though Pepe will be leaving soon.
And the star boy doesn't seem like he wants to hang around either. So
it's kind of mad still. No, they got the Bergkamp. They got Smith Rowe in it. Number 10. They got Bergkamp.
Odegaard's the new Bergkamp. Remember?
No. Smith Rowe apparently.
Remember Smith Rowe was De Bruyne and De Bruyne. Remember?
Imagine calling yourself that when the actual person's still alive, and not just alive, so he's still playing football.
Active
in the same league.
That's not him that does it. That's not him that does it.
No,
they've got Bergkamp, they've got De Bruyne, they've got Henry. Hold on a minute, they're doing a regen thing, you know, like in Football Manager where you go
back in the league as well. Tierney, don't forget about Tierney.
Tierney's the best.
Oh yeah,
no. They got the second best Tavares, man.
No, they've got the best goalkeeper as well. Remember, Hansdale. Remember, they've got the best goalkeeper as well. Oh yeah.
I've got questions, and I just wanted to know.
What about Lukonga? What about
Lukonga's the modern day Wurzel Gummidge, Ray Parlour.
I think he turned the burger over the barbecue started to burn the meat. The barbecue started to burn the meat. Yeah,
I can't speak for everybody, boy. I'm just speaking for myself.
Yeah, you got a right back called Cedric.
I don't know.
He ain't entertaining no one, bro. He ain't entertaining.
Cedric the Entertainer.
Oh no, that's too much.
No, you know, Lee, we'll get into that. But I know KG. I don't know if that's. I don't know if you're gonna hang around for a minute. You got to do it as well. We'll let you guys go before we finish up.
Got a date with Danica. Sorry.
Yeah, no, but bless up as always, boys.
Let me know how it goes, bro. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah,
make sure you go and support the boys as well. Obviously, everyone's links in the description. Make sure you go and support the boys as well. But no, you two, we'll see you. We'll catch you soon, man. Big up, boys.
Easy.
Thank you. Thanks for the invite. Thank you.
And yeah, so let's just finish up real quick. And I know, Lee, I know you don't want to let the cat out of the bag, so I won't say anything. But we'll keep it moving for another 5-2. Look at Lee pretending.
I've got a question.
No, go on, talk to me, bro. Talk to me.
I just want to know how you lot are getting away with spending this amount of money on Nunez. Firstly, don't you lot think this is a reaction? Like, it's a panic buy. Like, you have to be honest. It's a panic buy.
Before we leave, I have a question for each one of you. We are going to apparently get rid of Neymar. Would you take him in your team?
No.
I would, yeah.
I would.
See, there's two parts to this. Parisian, there's two parts to this. The first part is, as a footballer, I think he's one of the most talented footballers that's ever lived.
You mean still as talented as he was?
Yeah. Yes, because talent doesn't go away. Talent doesn't go away. What I would worry about, which is the second part, is the mentality. And I believe that at this stage of his career, he would become a distraction in our team. So it would mess the harmony of the team up. So reluctantly and very begrudgingly, I would say no. But to just know Neymar play for Liverpool would be a feeling that would be quite a beautiful feeling to have. I can't lie.
No, that's normal. You know, I got a lot of smoke because I said I did not want Messi to join my club. And everyone was like, who the fuck you are to say you don't want Messi to join the club? And it turned out I was right. So I totally understand what you're saying. And that makes total sense.
Yeah. And just quickly as well. With the
by the way, sir, did anyone see that Lee said no?
He said yes. He said yes.
No. He
said yes. I thought he said no. I thought he said no.
If we were ever going to sign it, which is never going to happen, by the way, it would have to be like a short-term deal because, like you said as well, his mentality. I don't know whether he's still.
Deal, Matt.
What's that?
It would have to be a 3-week deal with our wage structure.
Let me get to that. It has to be a 2-year deal. It has to take reduced wages. Like, you could tell he would be unhappy from the start. Like, it would literally be... It just wouldn't work. I would like to
he's on 700 grand a week, man. I can't lie. It would have to be a couple of days. It would be a 3-day deal, bro.
But
3-day deal, bro. A long weekend, bro. Friday to Monday.
But my man knows, wherever Neymar does go, he will never get those same wages anyway. Like, he will have to take a pay cut because you see,
the same can apply to a lot of PSG players, actually.
Yeah, because your president came out and was it yesterday and said, "Listen, he's had enough of people that don't want to be a part of the project."
Yeah. He said the same thing in 2016. We believed him, and then we.
I hear you. But I've got a funny feeling though, him making that big decision with Mbappe. I think it's kind of clear. As much as I don't like to see it, I genuinely feel like there's even a part of that Mbappe's like Neymar's got to go, because there's
I agree.
All right, guys, let's spin this. Let's spin this the other way though, to not be unfair to Neymar. because even though Paris may have let Neymar get away with a lot of what he got away with because he was the star boy, let's not forget when he was in Brazil and when he was at Barcelona, he was a very disciplined player. He didn't have all of these things that there was all these stories and all this rubbish that was coming out. Are we being a bit disingenuous to think that at 31, if he came to another club now in the Premier League, for example, he wouldn't think this is my last chance to continue the legacy I have, buck up his ideas and actually maybe be a professional? Are we being too disingenuous to say that he's not going to, that's not possible?
It's not, Drift. Sorry to cut you. It's not. And the reason why I say it's not, because he wouldn't be moving to a Man City or a Liverpool, which in my opinion are the only two teams that would allow him to get the best out of him because of the discipline. He's going to move to a Man United or a Newcastle or a Chelsea. Those three clubs ain't going to benefit him.
Take him.
He needs a Klopp or a Pep. He needs a Klopp or a Pep.
Don't I was going to say, when you get a new manager at a club or you get a new owner at a club, sort of players start to play well. So don't you think Mbappe being your new owner, he might step up?
Come on! I knew you were about to mention this, Robert.
No, Lee,
okay, so if I follow you, the new manager does not want him in the squad anymore. So he has to leave.
This, you know.
He's sick. He's sick.
I'm not gonna lie. You see when Kopish signed Lee to the Prem panel show, we got our Mbappe. I'm not gonna lie. That was we got.
He's our Salah. We knew he was good, but we didn't know he'd hit this level.
We didn't know it was this good.
Yeah.
We knew it was good. We just didn't know how good.
Yeah, I gotta rate it. I gotta rate it. But yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. This transfer window's been fun so far. Let's just get through a couple of these supers and we'll round up.
Has it drift?
No, I mean in general, not for Liverpool. I mean in general.
Not for you guys, but yeah.
Man loses a hand in an accident. Yeah, that ski trip was decent, you know. This time, man, got no
not for us. Not for us, but yeah.
Math says, what's more disrespectful, Naby 8 or Eddie 14?
Naby 8.
Wow. Ooh,
wow.
You know what? Okay, no, this is a serious
all
point.
jokes aside.
It's not. It's
way more disrespectful.
And Kendrick 14 plus.
No, Gerrard's number should have been retired for me.
But what I will say,
bro,
Henry's the Premier League GOAT, bro.
Yeah, if you got Henry and Aubameyang, remember it went from Gerrard to straight. It wasn't like there was another 8 and then Naby. It was literally.
No, but what I will say, I will say it's a lot more disappointing with Naby being the number 8, just because he came with a lot more expectation and he's a biscuit.
That's true. I say he came with way more expectation. I agree.
Naby's like 4 or 5 times the player Nketiah is. I just think that Gerrard shirt should have been retired. I'll always say that. I think we should have retired number 8, but. I mean, you lot should have retired number 14, actually, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. I think they should have.
It's an American thing.
Alex George says, big up Lee, star of the show on this panel. Big up yourself, Alex George.
Nah. This is the gang, man. It's family, man. It's not like that.
He was on fire today, though. Still, Lee gets man of the match today. I'm not gonna lie.
KG comment on US coach adding US players. He did say that. Spot on. Big up yourself, Liverpool 12th man. If Pulisic was small-minded, how is Aronson not?
Is that a KG question? I think we might have missed.
Yeah, I mean, what I would say, Aronson is not as well known or probably as talented as Pulisic. But Pulisic kind of had the world at his feet when he moved to Chelsea.
Look, let's not get it twisted. Pulisic may possibly be, in terms of his injury proneness, the most could have been story out of maybe most of the stories we have, you know, like the Harry Kewells. And, you know, when you go through the players who were injured, I think Pulisic's ability was on another level. Without the injuries, he could be a top 10 footballer in world football, in my opinion.
Do you know what, Jeff? You know, when you said Harry Kewell, my brain said, you see Harry Kewell, bro? Harry Kewell, for me, if he didn't have the injuries, he would have went down as like the best left midfielder, in my opinion, in the Premier League. Because, you know, people back in the day think it's Giggs, yeah? I think Kewell had more ability. I think Kewell... No.
Oh, yeah. Harry Kewell, without injuries, would have been a better left winger than Pires.
Kewell, bro, I rate Pires. I actually think Pires is sick, but Harry Kewell, bro, was different. When I say different.
Parisian, are you gonna let your French brother go down in the dumps like that? What the hell?
Lee, I think you're
but
confused.
do you
Pires
not
and
know
Jimmy.
how-
I'm listening respectfully. I'm listening.
Surfboard, brother.
Do you know how talented Pulisic is, though? Do you actually know how talented?
He's a very good dribbler, Drift. But
Pulisic is a talent, Cal.
Bro, he's talented, but he's not more talented than say someone like
his overall game is average, Drift. It is.
No,
he's not more talented than
not.
say,
I don't agree with that.
Dribbling is fantastic, but his overall,
yeah, he's a good dribbler, but like,
I think injuries have stopped his progression, him
Alright,
fulfilling his potential, all the things that he should have gone on to be.
No, here's one. Pulisic isn't talented like Ousmane Dembele.
No,
I was about to mention Ousmane Dembele. Yeah,
no, Pulisic isn't that far behind though in terms of natural talent.
What?
Behind?
What, bro?
Dembele.
No, Drifter, you can't say this. Ousmane Dembele.
If Dembele's a 10, Pulisic is an 8.
No, bro, 6.
Nah, you lot are sleeping on Pulisic's natural ability.
Generational talent in Dembele, so I'm sure that there's no.
Are we talking about consistency, discipline, delivering, etc., or pure talent? Well, Dembele is 15. Dembele is not consistent. He's undisciplined. He's a pure gem. Simple as. From a talent perspective, Dembele is a 15. Pulisic is a 5.
Bro, so Drift both footed.
Yeah, objectively, yes.
Everyone knows.
No, Dembele's better than Pulisic. That's not an argument, but I think you lot are sleeping on how talented Pulisic actually is. No.
We're not saying that. What we are saying, you know, when you said like, what could have been and should have been in terms of like his trajectory, I think his trajectory still would have been good, but I don't think it would have been as good as say like a Ousmane, who is a generational. So what you're saying isn't wrong. Like, the injuries have hampered him, but I don't think his talent would have. Me personally, I don't think would have looked at him and gone, he would have been a top 5 player. You see, Ousmane Dembele, bro, I can't even remember how old he is now. Do you know if he puts like four seasons together without getting injury, he probably would be one of the top 3 players in world football.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I think in terms of natural talent, I think Dembele is better than every player of maybe 25, 26 and under. I agree with that. I think he's better than Mbappe, natural talent. I do. But I still think you lot are sleeping on, even if he's a 7 or an 8. For Pulisic, he's a 7 or an 8. Pulisic's natural ability is ill. Forget the Chelsea Pulisic, the injuries. Pulisic is a baller. I'm telling you, lot, man.
This is what I'm going to ask. This is the only way I can break it down. If you take away Pulisic's dribbling, what about his game stands out?
No, but Carl, that's like saying if you took away Hazard's dribbling, there wouldn't be that much there. But his dribbling is so good, you can't just take that away, bro. Do you get what I mean?
No, because if you tell me, Carl, take away Hazard's dribbling, I'll say Drift, his creativity is mad, his passing with both feet's mad, his shooting's mad as well, and his ball retention's mad.
I would say Pulisic's shooting with both feet is crazy. I'll say he does have a good range of...
Dembele both feet are crazy.
Dembele is above him. Look, all right, let's not argue about it anymore. But Pulisic his natural talent is sick. I don't care. But anyway, let's move
on. Sam Max Legend says, who can waste or in brackets spend the most money?
Okay. Oil money, etc. We're back at it. Let me answer this one then. First off,
Sam Max.
we're no longer the richest in this game, kind of richest, because Newcastle owners are way richer than City and PSG combined. So they're coming. But when it comes to waste the money, I'd say we PSG will waste more money than City because the way we are recruiting players is less strategic than City. There's so many players that we have overpaid for nothing comparing to Man City. And I think the answer to this question is us.
Do you know what's mad, Parisian? I don't know if you've seen that advert. I was watching this advert, and they started like, I can't remember who the advert was for. I think it might have been like Welcome to Paris. It was some kind of advert. And they started, and it was like, I think it was Ramos, and it was somebody else. I can't remember who it was. And then like they were bringing all these.
You know what? It just reminded me that Ramos is playing for my club. I completely forgot.
Which by the way is a joke that they named Genie flop of the season when Ramos played like 3 fucking games. That is actually an agenda against Genie. I don't care what anybody says.
We can speak about Gini for hours, man. Gini is such a big disappointment, and I can tell you a lot about Gini, but Ramos is a fraud. Yeah, I agree with you.
When you say it was funny because it was like the PSG advert was basically every player that doesn't play, and I was like, they just got these men to do this advert, so they're doing something for the money they're paying them.
Properly though, because you see how you mentioned Ramos, you probably already know this, President. You're heavily linked with Skriniar. Apparently, you're trying to get Skriniar.
Yeah, I'd love him to sign. So, and that's very surprising. Yeah.
So if you get him and then he replaces Ramos, that makes sense. That's you trying to correct a mistake, in my opinion. So
on Gini,
kind of,
When you say disappointment, what do you mean by disappointment with Gini?
Well, Gini, because Gini joined the club because he originally was here to bring some European expertise that we were lacking, and the experience that he had with you guys. He has delivered. He's been an amazing quality player with you. So we were expecting him to bring some, I don't know, kind of stability, reinsurance to the team by his experience at a European level. And bro, I've seen him played in different systems. We tried different systems with him, and he does not fit. But it's not only about him. I'm trying to explain this to everyone. It's not about him as being Gini. It's just that our club was so unorganized, no style of play, no consistency in terms of formation. The players, they did not know how to play together. It was, as I said, Hollywood FC. They're all over the place. They're not used to play together. Gini is a good player when he's in a club or a team that is organized with a proper system, like the Dutch national team. He's delivering because it's really, he knows where his mates are on the pitch. It's the same things over and over again. He's used to some kind of habit and everything. And was the same with under Jurgen Klopp. Everything was squared, like organized and everything. So he needs some organization. With us,
I hear you.
it was all over the place. So we were not a team for him at this moment. So it's not. We have nothing against him. It's just us the problem.
Do you think he just needed a Klopp hug?
Again.
Anyway.
Big up to yourself as well.
Yeah,
Jay.
big up, bro. Big up.
AM says Lukaku was supposed to be Edgar David's regen. Plainer Pjas X says after making a B-Tech, You'll Never Walk Alone isn't talked about enough.
Yeah, I agree with that. I said
hold
that.
What's the song?
What? No, I'm saying a beat. I think they're trying to say that we're copying how you're trying to build your team with the Brazilians.
No, I think they say. What's your like main song? Do you have a main song?
Oh yes, so we made a. There was a guy. I think his name's is it Louis, and we've got this song. North London Forever.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
We can debate You Never Walk Alone, guys, because I think Celtics is having the same as well.
Yeah, so it was a fan who created a song which kind of caught on, and now we're playing it at home games. At the start of home games.
Was that the same as the song you had for what's his name, the Ghanaian midfielder, Thomas Partey, blah blah blah.
AMTV, man. You got some guys at AMTV. I was part of them. I need a banner. I was not part of the show before that video was created. I need a show. I wasn't part of it then.
Bro, I heard you use the choreographer, innit? What are you talking about?
Nah. I was like, wait, it's a Boil him up.
Big up the legend that is Robbie, though, man.
Shout out to Rack as well for your generation.
Big up, Rack. Bless you as always, brother. Big up, bro. Big up.
Man, honestly, though, don't put that £89 onto us too much, man. You need to give it to the Klopp Fund, man. Please, man. Come on, Rack, man. Please.
Listen, now, man gets one PlayStation, start inviting everybody round.
Rack, man, they're still spending the Coutinho money.
And you want to know what? It's a PlayStation. He might have the PlayStation, but it's the demo game. Matt, you remember the demo game that only had the first level?
Yeah, man showing off about
what I
he's got
will
the
say is,
PlayStation with the demo.
what I
innit?
will say,
One of them ones.
we might have the demo game, but we're in line for the PS5 before you can even get the PS3. So we move.
You sure?
Raw. All right. All
One
right.
of the best you're gonna get is a Switch, bro.
What did you have before then? What did you have
Listen,
before?
I still had a couple of quick, but look, we ran over and
Yeah, we ran over time.
Yeah, we ran over. We ran over. We ran over.
There's a lot on Nunez's back, and look, you've dropped down.
Oh, we know there is.
We're coming up. The levels. I told you, idols become rivals, man. Idols become.
Bro,
rivals.
there's nobody getting into the season with more pressure on his back than Mikel Lego Hair Arteta.
No, that's
nobody,
facts.
bro.
That's facts. But Nunez is
Nobody.
right behind him. There's a train, and he's pulling up right behind.
No.
Europeans
Man are thinking like Nunes. Obviously, yes, hit the ground running. There's no denying that. But it's almost like you're thinking like, raw. If he don't score, who else will, bro? Even though Salah probably will leave, we still at least got him for one more season. We still got Jota.
Listen,
Bro, Jota scored 20 goals. Man, I sleep on that score, but it's all right though. You're sleeping.
No, but here's the wickedest thing. People aren't
Man,
going to say it
bro.
because they love him and he is a quality player, but Haaland has more pressure than Nunes.
No,
If
I don't
Haaland doesn't
agree.
go to Man City and bang, of course he does. He
You
is
know
the
what?
golden child.
The
Is
problem
Messi going to PSG? He has to bang. He
The
has
problem-
to. Haaland can't go
problem
Man
that
City
you've
and
got-
not bang. Come on.
Now, the problem you've got is obviously you've got an issue with Firmino. You've now got rid of Mane, and you have to have that replacement to replace his goals.
Yeah, but that's Liverpool pressure. That's not Premier League pressure.
But yeah, that won't be on one
That's
person.
Liverpool pressure. That's not Premier League pressure.
That won't be on one person. I think. I know
Yeah,
what
but
you're
the
gonna
Premier
say,
League,
but
the
it's not gonna
Premier
be on
League
one
is
person.
organizing this rivalry or / fight between those two strikers. So from a European perspective, we are having a close look at this fight between those two strikers. Sorry. So it's like, I don't know, it's like the big fight of the year, and the whole year. Even the Europeans are very intrigued by what's going to happen, who's going to score more, etc., etc.
I've got to stop you there. It wasn't the Premier League. It was Drifty. Drifty started this rivalry, and he needs to be stopped. You compared.
What are you talking about?
I've got the video there. You compared Haaland and Nunes. I've got the video. You did.
No. I said there's similarities in their stature and playing style, which there is. I never compared them.
Bro, you know you're my
I never
guy,
compared them. Anyway, we'll see in it. We'll see. Look, bro. We'll throw Nketiah in there and we'll make it a 3-horse race. It is what it is.
I tell you what,
It
Nketiah's getting 15 goals this season.
But you know Nketiah's getting more wages than Nunes, right? So who's really under pressure?
It's not true.
So who's really under pressure?
It's not
Anyway.
true. It's not true. Nketiah gets £83,000 per week. That is what he gets on a 5-year deal. That's what he gets.
Jesus, you tied him down for that long.
Yeah, listen, listen. It happens, man. You
didn't even need to tie him up, bro. He wasn't gonna go anywhere. He wasn't gonna go anywhere, bro. He wasn't. Anyway, guys,
like Vinicius Junior. Yeah,
it's been an absolute pleasure. I enjoyed today very much. Parisian, it's been a pleasure having you. It won't be the last time, bro.
Thanks for the invite.
Bro.
Appreciate it, guys.
No, it's brilliant, bro. You was great. Lee, as always. I'm not gonna lie, you got man in a match today, Lee. You got man in a match. You was moving differently today. Still, I like it.
Let's not get too excited though. Let's not get too excited though, Drew. Remember, Pepe signed for Arsenal for 70 mil. Everyone got excited. It's about consistency.
Yeah.
Let's see how consistent Lee is.
No, when we get into the end of August, if Arsenal haven't got all the targets that they have, and it is just they're just pretending they want to sign these players, Lee is going to get it. But until then, let's see it.
Neck for the whole season.
If you keep pushing me, I might say we're going to finish above Liverpool. I might do it. Don't make me. Don't make me.
So you can't see it all? You can see though, right?
Please. I ain't blind. Please don't make me do it. I will.
Bro. All right. That's what I know to stop. Now it's just, now I know to stop. Look, if you're going to say stuff like that, I'll just stop.
All I have to say to Leon that is...
Hi, Matt. Hi, Drifty. Just wanted to send my regard and enjoy the summer.
The scrabble.
You ain't getting me, bro. You ain't getting me, bro.
Bro, we had you there for a full 5 seconds, bro. We had you there for a full 5 seconds.
You ain't getting me, bro.
But no, guys, make sure you go and join everybody's channels. Make sure you go. Parisian, let them know where they can find you, bro. Let them know where they can find you.
You can find me on YouTube on Parisian Londoner. We have a podcast in English language on PSG with real PSG fans and not glory hunters. We came with the whole money. We have also a show that is coming on DR Sports soon about European football with other European fans. And Spotify same, and Instagram is Parisian Londoner as well.
So guys, you heard it there, man. Make sure you go and support our brother Parisian Londoner, man. Make sure you get over there. You know what I mean? And Lee, let them know where they can find you, bro. Obviously, the link to everybody will be in the description, guys. But Lee, let them know where they can find you, bro.
Started my channel now, guys. If you want to get more,
hey, come on.
Hopefully, the Kopish guys. I need to get Matt on there first. You know, Matt, you're first. You know, for the cooking.
Hey, bro.
I hope. Like,
no, mate, love. I'll be there, bro. I'll be there.
I'm there. I'm starting, guys. I said it before. You guys are my inspiration. You guys are the ones that pushed me to do this. You're a big part of the whole thing. So look, big up to you lot as well. Because if it wasn't you,
bless
you know,
I love us always.
Always love and respect. So shout me, follow me, and I got my first video up there. So yeah,
man. Big up, bro. No, big up.
You heard it, guys. Make sure you go over there and show that love, man. Let's get into 1,000 real quick, guys. Get over there. Man. Let's get that up. Let's make sure that gets done, man. Do you know what I mean? And guys, obviously, we're not going to be back every week, guys. It may be a fortnight thing, or as and when, depends. You know what I mean? If Rafinha and Jesus signed in the same day, we may just have to call a out of nowhere summer panel show. Who knows? You know what I mean? So stay tuned to the socials, because this will be dropping when and where. It won't be structured in a certain way. Just be like, look, we're going live, guys. We've got stuff to talk about. So throughout the summer, it will be scattered. And obviously, guys, you know, we'll be back on Friday with the Kopish calling show, and every afternoon with the summer panel show, summer daily news show. So, Cal, if there's no more super chats, we haven't got any more super before we go. Cool. If you could just take us out. And guys, until next time, peace.